What's up, everybody? This is The Truth Hurts. Ready to drop another bid. Let's talk about Babylon. Is Babylon falling? Who or what is Babylon? Let's get at this. And I hear another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that we receive not of her plagues." That's Revelations. Babylon isn't necessarily a place. A lot of us say America is Babylon, and that's true, partially. Babylon is a system, and that system resides in Western civilization. Western civilization is a catch-all phrase for European culture. The economics, the entire social construct of religion and politics are all tied into this Western civilization. Where you see countries that have world banks, you're dealing with Western civilization. But do not be fooled into thinking that those places are the only Western civilizations. We have Eastern thought, which is actually more about religion than it is the politics. What I'm trying to say is the leaders of most non-African countries are a part of Western civilization. That goes for China, Russia, North Korea, and these are places that don't have a Federal Reserve, but their politics, their leaders are still involved in Western civilizations. These so-called leaders are members of various secret societies and bloodlines who all are working for the same agenda: world domination. I know I sound like 007, but the truth is the truth. They're pushing for a one world government. Your religions, Judaism, Judeo-Christianity, Roman Catholicism, Islam, they're all under one flag. And that flag resides in the Vatican. They only appear to be at odds due to their Hegelian dialectic, which keeps the members feuding, but those at the top are getting richer. That's how it works. If you go all the way back to Samaria and you watch the mechanisms of this, what we today call Western civilization, this Western thought, because that's where it started. You'll see it, you can travel with it out of the area of Samaria and Babylon into Egypt, where it was basically perfected. The Egyptians took this satanic energy to such a high level, they were on the verge of defeating death. The book of coming forth by day and night, or the book of the dead. Check it out. Today, this energy resides in Rome. Rome is the head, not America. Rome is the head of this Western civilization. Why? Because it's the religious arm. And if you look throughout history, you'll understand no leader has ever been an island unto himself. He has always had priests and other religious figures behind him, keeping him in power or pulling the strings. And today is no different with the Jesuits and the Black Pope. That's the real power in the Vatican. The financial arm of this civilization, Western civilization, would be in London City, London. The military arm is America. There are 3 city-states. That's that trinity that's so prominent in this system. You're going to find that trinity everywhere. If you don't understand how this trinity works, I would ask you to think of a pyramid where the 2 angles at the top actually support each other. And then you have the base. That's the trinity. That's the pyramid. That's the Hegelian dialectic. 2 opposing sides propping each other up. You see it in the Cold War with Russia and the United States. You see it in religion with Christianity and Islam. You even see it in American politics with the Republicans and the Democrats. They prop each other up. But always at the very top, they're the same people. This is how Babylon works. It's total confusion. A pyramid scam, if you will. When I talk Western civilization, when I point out that you cannot discount Russia, North Korea, China, Iran, but you can discount Africa. The reason for this is because, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Western civilization does not allow Africa to play in any reindeer games. But what they will do is they'll fluff up their leaders. They'll go in, create civil unrest, topple a government or regime, and replace them with puppet leaders. These puppet leaders will get rich, but at the expense of the African people. There's a guy, John Perkins, who has a video talking about Economic Hitmen. You should check that out. And he gives you step by step how they destabilize governments. So, Africa has always been seen as the breadbasket for Western civilization. History books will tell you that the colonization of Africa started somewhere in the 1700s. There's nothing further from the truth. The actual colonization of Africa began at least in the 1400s with slavery as the resource. But Africa has been the world's breadbasket forever. If you remember in biblical times, where everyone would go when they were suffering from famine, droughts, and other social ills, everyone would run to Egypt. And Egypt is in Africa. It's on the map. Go look. Get that Middle East stuff out of your mind. So you have Britain, Belgium, France, Germany, Portugal, all with their hand in the breadbasket. Funny thing is, you're missing a name. Rome. Or at least it seems you're missing a name. But Rome is always in the shadows. They were in the shadows during slavery. They were in the shadows during the colonization of Africa. Africa is the richest continent on the planet, bar none. They have 57% of the world's cobalt. 57%. That means the rest of the world combined has 43%. Cobalt is used in batteries and high-strength alloys, among other things. Africa has 47% of the diamonds. 49% of manganese, which is used in making rubber. Think Nike. 31% of the phosphate for fertilizer. 21% of the gold. Yet Africa has 34 of the 49 poorest countries in the world. That's deep. This situation, this paradigm, is not unique. It's not a natural progression in civilization. You would have to go back and research your Bible to actually see and understand the why, the how, the where, and the who. You see, as most of us scan the horizon, look out into this vast world, we wonder to ourselves, why does the Most High allow this to take place? There are many reasons these things take place. First and foremost is a really understated position, and that is freedom of choice. You see, when Pharaoh's heart was hardened, understand, that was Pharaoh's choice. Read the original Bible. You make choices and you live with them. Adam made a choice and he had to live with it. We were to be a unique creation. We were to be an example. The ability to love or not love was ours. Nothing else has that ability. If we didn't have free will, we would be robots. So the love or the worship or the dedication and respect would be programmed, so to speak. We, as a creation, have the ability to hate. We have the ability to consent. So with that being said, a lot of our issue comes from us and the choices we make. The inequities we see, the iniquities we see, are either allowed because of our freedom of choice or participated with because of our freedom of choice. So what you see in the world is simply your freedom of choice. Yes, the Most High could have stopped Adam, but he didn't, because he allowed freedom of choice. He does not change. Also, this particular system is fulfilling prophecy. The Most High, and you have to understand how I'm saying this, the Most High will use different people, different groups, different ideas to move things in a way that fulfills prophecy, because the Most High knows hearts. He doesn't have to force you. He knows your heart. Particular situations are always going to receive particular responses. So the Most High knew that Edom, Esau, would use any opportunity to commit any destruction and pain to the true Hebrew Israelites. Now, before I go further, I just want to say I don't get into the argument about what color Esau is, because Esau is in every country, every religion, every nationality, and every race. His one calling card is violence. And when I say violence, I mean war, destruction, wherever he goes. So when I say Esau, I'm talking about how beautiful Africa was. Still is, but how beautiful Africa was till Esau showed up. How beautiful America was until Esau showed up. how beautiful Australia was before Esau showed up. That's his calling card. So this thing that's going on right now is fulfilling prophecy. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Most High's hand, that make all the world drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. China is feuding with America. Russia is feuding with America, Britain, North Korea, Iran, Iraq. They're all mad due to this pharaonic, foolish pride. This is how it works. When you look at the landscape, you see what's going on. And to answer the question, yes, Babylon is falling. Think of Daniel and the statue. You got that? Okay, good. Now, understand, every nation that has ever put their hands on the Hebrew Israelites go the same way. They become powerful beyond measure. Then they fall, and they fall so hard you don't hear a peep out of them in terms of historical power. Look at Egypt, wiped out. Babylon or Iraq, wiped out. Iran, or the so-called Persians, wiped out. Greece and Alexander the Freak, wiped out. Now it's Rome's turn, or Western civilization's turn to be wiped out. They're creating all sorts of mechanisms to avoid the inevitable. Because somehow Satan has convinced them they can win. So what they're trying to do now, they're trying to herd you into another another foolish religion. The umbrella is New Age, but you can see its seed in all of these new fanciful religions. You can see it in Christianity, Islam, Judaism. It's all about love. There's no wrong or right. Just love. Be happy. And everything will be all right. The Secret. You know the problem with The Secret? It mixes truth with poison. It tells you the universe wants what's best for you. All you have to do is get out of the way. Live your life like you have it already, and you'll get whatever it is you want. But they exclude the Most High. Or I guess they would say the universe is the Most High. Well, the universe is not the Most High. The universe was created by the Most High. The first phase was this Christianity. You see, they love to play us like pianos. They know that the Hebrew Israelite does everything with spirit. Everything. So if they can get you spiritually attached to something, they know they can run a spiritual train on you. Obama is one example. Black people got so spiritually connected to Obama that they would hurt you for pointing out any of his deficiencies, which were many. Jesus Christ. Oh, I just heard it now. I just heard people now throwing knives at me. I even hear some cats who understand that they're Hebrew Israelites and saying that the use of Jesus Christ doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, why did the Most High give Moses a name to take back to Pharaoh and the Hebrew Israelites? Why didn't he just say it doesn't matter, just tell them God? Why did he give them a name? Why did Yeshua HaMashiach, the anointed one, have a name? Simply for you to call him whatever you wanted? I hear you say things like, well, you know, it's just like having a nickname. No, it's not. No, it's not. First of all, nicknames are given to us, each other, normally as a particular attribute, a funny story, and things like that. Jesus Christ was a whole created being. A white man, Caesar Borgia, with blonde hair and blue eyes. He was a whole created, idolatrous being. And created in a system of Christianity that looks nothing like the spiritual system the Hebrew Israelites were upholding. Because the Hebrew Israelites had a lifestyle, not a religion. This was a lifestyle. This was not about going to church, and this was a entire lifestyle. What to eat, how to dress, how to wear your hair. This was a lifestyle. And you boil it down to some goofy religion. Then tell people it doesn't matter that they're praying to an antichrist. Come on now. Yeah, Babylon's falling. But don't beat your chest. Don't act like you're great. And I'm talking to the Hebrew Israelites. I'm not going to talk about any camps or individual people, but don't get caught with that foolish pride. Humble yourself. You're a sinner. Abraham was a sinner. Yaqub was a sinner. King David, King Solomon, Moses. So don't be proud. Pray. Pray to the Most High. It's okay to pray for your enemies. The Most High is going to do what the Most High is going to do. But most of all, love the little ones and don't be afraid. Babylon's falling. But Babylon's falling is your rising. Peace out.